Hello, my child. It is me. Come. Come and be with me for a little while. There is no agenda here, no list of things you must do. There is only an invitation to be still. You are so weary. Don't turn away from that truth. Don't try to dismiss it or push it down. Let's just sit with it for a moment, you and I. I see your weariness. It is not hidden from me. It is not a disappointment to me. It is a signal to my heart, a quiet call that draws all of my compassion toward you. I see the weariness in your body. I see it in the deep ache between your shoulder blades, a place that has carried so much tension for so long. I see it in the heaviness of your limbs, which feel as though they are made of lead at the end of the day. I see it in the way you have to force your eyes to stay open, in the deep, profound desire to simply lay your head down and not move. I see the physical toll that your journey has taken on you. I see the weariness in your mind, a mind that has run 1,000 miles today without taking a single step, a mind that has replayed conversations, analyzed problems, and tried to solve the puzzles of tomorrow. It has been a relentless swirl of thoughts, a storm of to-do lists and what-ifs. It has not known a moment of true quiet. It is a muscle that has been clenched for hours and hours, and it is exhausted from the strain. I see how tired your mind is, and I see the weariness in your soul. This is the deepest weariness of all. It is the exhaustion that comes from trying so hard, trying to be good, trying to be patient, trying to be strong, trying to hold on to faith when you feel nothing, trying to be everything to everyone. It is the weariness of carrying heavy emotions, grief, disappointment, anxiety, loneliness. Your soul has been holding so much, for so long, in a world that rarely makes a safe space for it. You may have become an expert at hiding this weariness from others. You may greet the world with a smile with energy you do not actually possess. You have learned to say, "I'm fine," when you are crumbling on the inside. You believe that your weariness is a private burden, something to be managed and concealed. But you cannot hide it from me, my child. And more importantly, you do not have to. Your weariness is not a failure. It is the honorable fatigue of a heart that has loved much, a mind that has cared deeply, and a body that has served faithfully. It is the natural state of a traveler who has been on a long and difficult road. And so tonight, I want you to stop seeing your weariness as a problem to be solved and start seeing it as the very thing that has brought you here, to me. It is your ticket of admission into this sacred space of rest. You have come to the right place. You have come to the right person. I am the Lord of the Sabbath. I am the source of all true rest. And I see you, my weary, precious child. I see you completely, and I love what I see. Now that you have acknowledged this deep weariness, and you know that I see it with love, I want you to look at me. Look with the eyes of your heart. What do you see? I want to paint a picture for you, to correct any false image you may have of me in this moment. You may fear that you will see disappointment in my eyes. You may expect to see my arms crossed in judgment, my face stern, waiting for you to explain why you are so tired, why you have not been stronger. That is the image the world and your own fears may have taught you. But that is not me. Look again. See me standing before you. And look at my arms. They are not crossed. They are not held back. They are open. They are extended wide. This is my posture toward you. Always. It is an open, permanent, and unwavering invitation. Come rest in my arms. This is not a new invitation. It has been extended to you every day of your life. It was there in your busiest moments, in your deepest sorrows, in your greatest joys. It is the constant truth of my heart for you. But tonight, in your weariness, perhaps you can finally see it and accept it more fully than ever before. My arms are an invitation for you to come as you are. You do not need to clean yourself up first. You do not need to compose yourself. You do not need to stop crying before you come. Come with the tear stains on your face. Come with your mind a tangled mess. Come with your heart aching and your body exhausted. Come without a single thing to offer me but your weariness. That is all I require. My arms are an invitation to a place of safety. The world has sharp edges. It has been rough with you. It has bruised you. But in my arms, there is only safety. They are a fortress, a high tower, a sanctuary where nothing can harm you. The anxieties that have been chasing you must stop at the threshold of this embrace. The fears that have been tormenting you cannot enter here. My arms form a perfect circle of peace, and within it, you are completely secure. My arms are an invitation to a place of belonging. So much of your weariness comes from feeling like you don't quite fit, like you are an outsider looking in. But here, in my arms, you will find the place where you have always belonged. This is your home. This embrace was custom-made for you before the foundation of the world. To rest here is to come home to the deepest truth of your identity. You are my child, and this is where you belong. You might hesitate. A voice inside you might whisper, "I am too heavy. My problems are too much. I will exhaust him too." Oh, my child, that is the lie of your weariness speaking. These are the arms that flung the stars into space and that hold the oceans in their place. They are not weak. They will not tire of holding you. Your weight is nothing to me. In fact, when you rest your full weight on me, it brings me joy. It is the greatest honor you can give me, the honor of your complete and total trust. So look at them, my arms open wide. They are an offer of strength for your weakness, peace for your chaos, and love for your aching heart. They are waiting. They have been waiting. All you need to do is take one small step, one small movement of your heart toward mine. Come, my weary child. The invitation is now. Come and rest in my arms. My beloved child, you stand there weary and worn, and you see my arms open to you. But I know that between where you are standing and where I am, there can feel like a vast and impassable canyon. It is not a canyon of physical distance. It is a canyon carved out by fear, by shame, and by the sheer, crushing weight of your exhaustion. Taking even a single step can feel like an impossible task. Let us face this canyon together. Perhaps you are hesitating because you feel you are too messy, too broken to come this close. You look at yourself, and you see the dust of the world you've been traveling through. You feel the grime of your mistakes, the stench of your regrets. You look at me, and you imagine a purity that you could only contaminate. The voice of the accuser whispers in your ear, "Don't you dare. Who do you think you are to approach him like that? He is holy, and you are you." And so you remain frozen, paralyzed by a sense of unworthiness. Oh, my child, that voice is a liar. It is the very mess you see in yourself that makes me long for you to come closer. I do not want your polished, put-together self. I want you, the real you, the dusty, tear-stained, weary you. My arms are not open for the worthy. They are open for the willing. They are open for the tired. Your mess is not a barrier. It is the very reason for my invitation. Or perhaps you are hesitating simply because you are too tired. The thought of moving, of expending even the smallest amount of energy, is overwhelming. Your weariness is a physical weight, a thick, heavy blanket of inertia that pins you to the spot. It feels easier to just stand still and collapse right where you are than to attempt the journey, no matter how short. Your soul cries out for rest, but your body can barely obey the command to seek it. I understand this. I see the leaden weight in your limbs. I feel the profound depletion in your spirit. I will not ask you to cross this canyon on your own. I will make the journey easy for you. I will bridge the gap. Right now, I want you to feel the very ground beneath your feet begin to change. The hard, cold stone of your hesitation is softening. It is becoming like rich, soft earth, like a mossy forest floor. It is becoming a path that is inviting, a path that will not hurt your tired feet. I am making the way soft for you. And now listen. Can you hear the accusing voices begin to fade? I am silencing them with my presence. I am commanding them to be still. The only voice I want you to hear now is mine. And my voice is not a command to strive. It is a gentle, loving whisper. A whisper that says, "Come, just one small step." That is all I ask. You do not have to leap across the chasm. You do not have to run. You only need to take one single, simple step. Let's do it together. Do not think about the second step. Just focus on this one. I want you to imagine yourself shifting your weight. A small, almost imperceptible movement. That's it. You are doing so wonderfully. Now think about lifting your foot from the ground. It feels heavy, I know. But I am sending my strength to you now. A current of grace that flows from my heart to yours. And from there, down into your limbs. Feel that strength as it helps you lift your foot. It is no longer so heavy. It is lighter. Now move it forward, through the air, just a few inches. The space between us is no longer filled with fear. It is filled with my love, an atmosphere so thick and supportive that it helps to carry you. Feel the air itself holding you up. And then let your foot come to rest upon the soft ground, a little closer to me than before. There, you did it. You took the step, and I am so proud of you. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey into my arms is no different. You have just accomplished the hardest part. You have broken the inertia. You have defied the voices of fear and shame. You have answered my invitation with the beautiful, brave response of your own movement. Breathe now. You are closer. You can feel the warmth emanating from me now, a gentle heat that begins to push back the chill of your loneliness. You can see the details in my face more clearly. Not a look of judgment, but a gaze of the deepest, most tender love you have ever known. My smile is for you. All of this is for you. The distance is almost gone now. There is no more canyon. There is only a small space left between us. And you do not even have to take another step. From here, all you have to do is lean. All you have to do is fall. All you have to do is let go. You are here. You have made the journey. You stand now at the very threshold of my embrace, so close that you can feel the warmth of my love, so close that the noise of the world has finally faded to a distant hum. But I see that you are still holding on. Your hands are not empty. Your shoulders are not free. You have carried your burdens all this way, and they are the last thing standing between you and the complete rest I have for you. It is time to let them go. Letting go is an act of supreme trust. It can be frightening. These burdens, as heavy and as painful as they are, have become familiar. You have carried them for so long that you may not know who you are without them. But I know who you are. And I am here to help you remember. Let us start with the great, heavy cloak you are wearing. It is the cloak of responsibility, of performance, of trying so hard to be strong for everyone. Feel its weight on your shoulders, pulling you down, constricting your breathing. It is made of the fabric of I have to and I must. For years you have believed this cloak kept you safe, made you respectable. But it has only been suffocating you. Look, here at the collar, there is a clasp. It is the clasp of your own will. I will not undo it for you. But I will give you the strength to do it. Raise your hand. I know it is tired, but I am guiding it. Feel my hand gently covering yours as you reach for that clasp. Now, release it. Hear the soft click as it comes undone, and then simply let the cloak slide from your shoulders. Feel it slither down your back and fall to the floor behind you in a heavy, muffled heap. It is gone. And for the first time in so long, feel the air on your back. Feel the freedom of movement in your shoulders. take a breath. A deeper breath than before. You do not need that cloak anymore. Now, look at your hands. Your fists are clenched, aren't they? You have been holding on so tightly for so long. What are you holding? In one hand, you are clutching the sharp, jagged stones of your past hurts and regrets. You have been turning them over and over, their sharp edges cutting into your palm, reminding you of the pain. You think that by holding on to them, you are somehow honoring the past or protecting yourself from future hurt. But they are only wounding you, again and again. My child, open your hand. I know the muscles are locked. Let me help you. Feel my gentle fingers on the back of your hand coaxing your own fingers to unfurl. One by one, it might ache a little as the muscles release. That's okay. Open your hand completely and let the stones fall. Hear them clatter on the ground. A final, discordant sound that quickly fades into the silence of this place. They are gone. Your hand is empty. It is soft. It is ready to receive, not to clutch. Now, your other hand. It is clenched around a set of keys. The keys of control. The keys to your future, to your loved ones' lives, to your carefully laid plans. You have been holding them in a white-knuckled grip, believing that you are the one who has to unlock every door, solve every problem, manage every outcome. Your forearm aches from the constant, relentless tension. Beloved, you are not the locksmith. I am. Those keys were never meant for you. They are a burden that is breaking you. I invite you now to open this hand as well. Feel the resistance, the fear of what will happen if you are not in control. Trust me, I will not let everything fall apart. I will hold it all together. Let your fingers uncurl. Feel the cold metal of the keys as they rest on your open palm for one last moment, and then turn your hand over and let them drop. Listen to the sound, a heavy final jangle, a sound of surrender, a sound of freedom, and now you stand before me. Your shoulders are light. Your hands are empty. You are unburdened. You might feel a little unsteady, a little vulnerable. This lightness is a new sensation, but you are not empty. You are simply open. You have made space. You have created a beautiful, holy emptiness that I am about to fill. You have let go of the things you were carrying so that you can finally be carried by me. You have done the brave work. Now the rest is my joy. Fall into me. My arms are waiting to catch you. And so you lean. It is the final act of surrender. A quiet, conscious decision to stop holding yourself up. You let your body tilt forward, past the point of balance, into the small, sacred space that separates you from me. It is a moment of pure trust, a silent declaration that you believe I will be there to catch you. And in the space of a single heartbeat, before a single fear can arise, I am there. I catch you. My arms, which have been open and waiting, now close around you. This is not a crushing embrace of force. It is not a brief, polite hug. It is a gathering, a firm, solid, and all-encompassing embrace of pure love and absolute security. Feel my arms wrap completely around your back, one high across your shoulders, the other lower, supporting your weary frame. There is no part of you that is not held. You are fully encircled. You are contained. You are home. For the first few seconds, just notice the sensation of contact. Notice the feeling of my chest against yours. It is a wall of absolute stability, a fortress of peace against which you can finally lean your entire weight. Let your head come to rest in the crook of my neck and shoulder. It feels as if this space was carved out perfectly for you. Let your neck muscles, which have been working so hard for so long to hold your head high, finally release their tension. Let the full weight of your head go. I can hold it. It is no burden to me. It is a privilege. Feel the texture of the simple robe I wear. It is not silk or satin. It is the cloth of a carpenter, a traveler. It is soft from wear, and it smells of clean air and ancient wood. It is the scent of reality, of groundedness, of peace. Feel the warmth emanating from me, a living, breathing heat that begins to seep through your own clothes, a gentle, restorative warmth that starts to thaw the frozen places deep inside you. It is the warmth of life itself, the warmth of a love that has never flickered, never grown cold. As my arms hold you, you may feel a deep, shuddering sigh escape your lungs, a breath you have been holding for days, for weeks, for years. Let it go. It is the sound of the battle ending. It is the sound of the armor finally coming off. It is the sound of surrender. And with that sigh, you may feel your own legs begin to tremble, threatening to give way because they have suddenly realized their work is over. Do not be afraid. Let them go weak. I am holding all of your weight now. You could not fall if you tried. I have you. You are completely and utterly supported. And now the tears may come. These are different tears. They are not the hot tears of fresh grief or the cold tears of loneliness. These are the warm, cleansing tears of relief. The tears of a long-lost child who has finally been found. The tears of a soldier at the end of a long and brutal war. Let them flow freely. Do not wipe them away. Let them soak into my shoulder. I am not afraid of them. Each tear is a prayer of release, washing away the last remnants of the struggle. It is the final melting of the ice that has encased your heart for so long. This is the first moment of the embrace. It is the arrival. It is the crossing of the threshold. Every other step of our journey tonight has led to this singular sacred point in time. There is no past here, there is no future, there is only this holy now. A now that is defined by one single, overwhelming reality. You are held. You are safe. You are loved. Stay here. Do not think about what comes next. Do not analyze the feeling. Just inhabit it. Inhabit this embrace. Let it be your entire world for a few, long, precious moments. This is where your healing begins. Not in the striving, but in the being held. Not in the doing, but in the embrace. This is the beginning of your rest. Just be here in my arms. Be still. Be held. You are here, my beloved, resting in the safety of my arms. Your body has begun to surrender. Your heart has felt the first wave of profound relief. But I know that there is a part of you that may still be spinning, a part that has not yet accepted the invitation to be still. It is your mind. Your precious, brilliant, and utterly exhausted mind. Even now, as I hold you, a thought of tomorrow's to-do list might flicker across your consciousness. A worry about a loved one might try to pull you out of this moment. A memory of a past failure might whisper its old, tired accusation. Your mind, so long accustomed to running, does not know how to immediately stop. It is like a wheel that has been spinning at great speed. Even when the power is cut, it continues to turn from its own momentum. Do not be frustrated with it. Do not fight it. Let us, together, gently bring it to a place of rest. The rest for your mind is not found in forcing it to be empty. It is found in giving it a new, single, simple, and beautiful thing to focus on. A new anchor. And the anchor I have for you tonight is my own heartbeat. I want you to bring your awareness, which has been scattered across 1,000 worries, and gently guide it to one place, to the ear that is resting against my chest. Listen. Beneath the fabric of my robe, beneath the wall of my chest, there is a sound. It is a slow, steady, and powerful rhythm. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. It is the sound of my heart, beating for you. It is the most ancient sound in creation. It is the rhythm that existed before time began. It is the sound of life itself, of love made audible. Focus all of your attention on this sound. Let it be the only thing in your universe. Let it fill your awareness. The thoughts will still come. A wave of anxiety might wash in. When it does, do not engage it. Do not argue with it, simply acknowledge it, and then gently, lovingly, return your focus to the sound of my heart. Thump thump. The anxious thought loses its power when it is not given your attention. It recedes, like a wave pulling back from the shore. Another thought might arrive, a frantic need to plan or to solve a problem. Let it be, and return your attention to the anchor. Thump thump. Feel the steadiness of it. This is the rhythm of sovereignty. This is the heartbeat of the one who holds all things together. This heartbeat knows no panic. It knows no fear. It knows no hurry. It is the rhythm of perfect peace. And by listening to it, you are inviting that same peace to become the rhythm of your own mind. Now I want you to notice my breathing. Feel the slow, gentle rise and fall of my chest against your cheek. It is in perfect time with my heartbeat. A long, slow breath in, and a long, slow breath out. A rhythm of unshakable calm. Without trying too hard, allow your own breathing to begin to sync with mine. As my chest rises, you breathe in. As it falls, you breathe out. In and out. You are no longer just being held by me. You are beginning to share my very rhythm of life. You are breathing with God, and with each breath you exhale, you release a little more of the mind's frantic energy. You breathe out the chaos, and with each breath you inhale, you breathe in my stillness. You breathe in my quiet. This is your only task now, to listen to my heartbeat and to breathe with me. Thump thump. Breathe in. Thump thump. Breathe out. This is the lullaby I am singing to your restless mind. It is a song without words, a song that speaks directly to the deepest, most anxious parts of you, telling them, be still, be safe, be at peace. Watch what happens to your thoughts as you continue this. They begin to slow down. The frantic, spinning wheel is finding its rest. The space between the thoughts grows longer. The thoughts themselves become less urgent, more transparent. They begin to seem distant, like clouds passing far overhead, no longer a storm raging within you. Your mind, which has been a clenched fist of anxiety, is beginning to open. It is resting its head upon my chest, just as your physical head is. It is finding its home. It is finding its rest. Continue to listen. Continue to breathe. Your mind is safe here. It can finally be quiet. It can finally be at peace. As you rest here, my beloved, feeling the steady rhythm of my own heart against your cheek, feeling my arms as a fortress of peace around you, I want to draw your attention inward, to the very center of your being, to your heart, your precious, weary, and aching heart. For so long your heart has not been at rest. It has been a battlefield. It has been a tireless worker. It has been a reservoir holding back a flood of unshed tears. The exhaustion you feel is not just in your body or your mind. It is a profound cardiac weariness, a deep ache in the very place where you feel life most acutely. Your heart is tired of feeling so much, so deeply, for so long. What has made your heart so tired? It is tired from the work of carrying grief. Grief is a heavy, dense substance, and your heart has been holding it, trying to make sense of loss, trying to bear the unbearable weight of an absence. It is tired from carrying disappointment, the sharp, bruising pain of hopes that have been dashed, of dreams that have withered. Each disappointment leaves a small, tender wound, and your heart is covered in them. It is tired from carrying fear, the cold, constricting companion that squeezes the life and warmth out of it, making it beat faster, work harder, always on high alert. And it is tired from the constant quiet work of loving in a broken world, loving those who are hard to love, loving those who have hurt you, loving and worrying over those you hold most dear. This tireless muscle, this seat of your soul, has been overstrained. It has been asked to carry more than it was designed to bear on its own. And now, it needs more than just rest. It needs to be held. It needs to be cradled. As you lie here against my chest, I want you to picture your own heart. Not the physical organ, but the spiritual one. See it in your mind's eye. And then, I want you to do a brave and beautiful thing. I want you to imagine yourself gently reaching into your own chest and lifting your heart out. Be so tender with it. It is fragile right now. And I want you to place this aching, weary heart of yours directly into my hands. My hands are open, waiting to receive it. And as your heart comes to rest in my palms, it is finally freed from the confines of your own weary body. It is finally able to rest in a place of perfect safety and perfect understanding. Feel the immediate relief of this transfer. Your own chest feels lighter, more open, able to breathe more deeply because the source of the ache is now being cared for by another. Now watch what I do. I do not examine your heart for flaws. I do not critique its broken places. I simply cradle it. I bring your heart close to my own, cupping it in both of my hands as a man would cup a small, frightened bird he has rescued from a storm. My hands are a perfect cradle. They are strong enough to protect it from any harm, yet gentle enough not to cause a single further bruise. They are scarred, and those scars whisper to your heart, I know your pain. I have bled for you. You are safe here. And as I hold your heart, I begin to do a quiet, holy work. I am not performing surgery. I am simply letting the warmth and the light of my own being seep into yours. Imagine my love as a warm, healing balm. See it being absorbed into the tired, bruised tissue of your heart. See it softening the hard, calloused places of self-protection. See it flowing into the cracks of old wounds, not sealing them shut with a scar, but filling them with a gentle golden light, a light that mends from the inside out. There are no words needed here. Your heart has its own language, a language of sighs, of aches, of silent tears. And my heart understands this language perfectly. This is a communion far deeper than speech. It is a heart-to-heart resuscitation. It is my wholeness being offered to your brokenness, my peace being poured into your turmoil, my steady, eternal love being infused into your weary, finite capacity to feel. Let your heart rest in its cradle. It has nothing to do now but receive. It does not have to pump so hard. It does not have to be brave. It does not have to feel anything but the gentle, rhythmic warmth of my hands and the overwhelming, unconditional love that flows from them. This is the ultimate rest for your emotions. The rest that comes from allowing your very core, your feeling self, to be held, to be cared for, to be restored by the one who created it. Your heart is safe now. It is in the hands of its maker, and its maker is mending it with love. My precious child, we have brought rest to your body, to your mind, and even to your aching heart. But there is one final subtle layer of exhaustion that I wish to touch tonight. It is a weariness that is often known only to the most sincere and devout souls. It is the weariness of a spirit that has been trying so very, very hard. You love me. I know you do. And because you love me, you want to please me. You want to do what is right. You have been striving with all your might to be a good Christian. You read your Bible, you try to pray, you fight against sin, you work to serve others. You have been pouring all of your spiritual energy into this effort, driven by a deep and beautiful desire to be close to me and to live a life that honors me. And yet, if you are honest, you feel so tired. The spiritual life, which you thought would be a source of endless energy, has at times felt like another relentless treadmill, another performance you are failing at. This is the exhaustion of religious striving. It is the burden of a spirit that is trying to earn what is freely given. You try to pray, but your mind wanders and you feel guilty. You try to read scripture, but you feel no great revelation, and you feel empty. You try to be patient and kind, but you fail and you feel like a hypocrite. You look at others who seem so full of joy and peace, and you wonder, what is wrong with me? Why am I trying so hard and feeling so depleted? Oh, my beloved, listen to me. Your effort is beautiful to me because it is born of love. But the path you are on is a path of exhaustion because you have been trying to climb a mountain that I have already moved for you. You have been trying to pay a debt that has already been paid in full. You have been trying to earn a love that is already yours, completely and unconditionally. Resting in my arms is not just for your body and your emotions. It is for your spirit. Tonight, I want you to let your spirit stop striving. I want it to collapse into my grace, just as your physical body has collapsed into my embrace. In my arms, there is no performance review. There is no checklist of spiritual duties. There is no scorecard measuring your progress. There is only acceptance. Here you are not judged by the quality of your prayers, but you are loved because you are my child. Here you are not measured by your biblical knowledge, but you are cherished because you are mine. Here you are not valued for your good works, but you are held because your very existence is a delight to me. Do you remember the story of Mary and Martha? Martha was so busy, so anxious, serving me, working for me. She was doing good things, but she was exhausted and frustrated. Mary, on the other hand, was simply sitting at my feet. She was not doing anything. She was just being with me, listening to me, abiding in my presence. And when Martha complained, what did I say? I said, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her." The good portion, the one necessary thing, is not striving. It is resting. It is communion. It is presence. It is choosing to be with me, rather than just doing things for me. The life, the strength, the joy you have been trying so hard to produce on your own is the natural fruit of a spirit that has learned to simply rest in my love. So tonight I want your spirit to stop its work. Let it cease from all its labors. Let it stop trying to feel a certain way. Let it stop trying to achieve a spiritual state. Let it stop measuring itself against others. And just let it be. Let it be held. Let it be loved. Let it be quiet. In this embrace, your spirit doesn't have to perform. It only has to receive. Feel the deep, spiritual rest that comes from this surrender. It is the rest of a spirit that has come to the end of its own resources and has found an infinite supply in me. It is the rest of knowing that your relationship with me is not based on your effort, but entirely on my grace. It is the rest of a child who has finally understood that their father's love is not a reward for their good behavior, but the very air they breathe, the very ground they stand on. Your spirit has been trying so hard, but now it can rest. It can simply be. Here, in my arms. My precious child, as you lie here nestled in my embrace, feeling your own weakness, your own fragility, your own utter depletion, I want you to shift your focus for a moment. I want you to consider the nature of the very arms that are holding you. You feel weak, and that is perfectly all right. But I want you to feel the strength that now surrounds you, a strength so vast and so absolute that it renders your own weakness utterly irrelevant. The rest you are entering is not a fragile rest that could be broken. It is a rest protected by an infinite and unbreakable power. These arms that hold you now, they are not the arms of just a man. They are not the arms of a mere friend who can offer comfort, but who has no power to change your circumstances. These are the arms of your Creator. These are the arms that, with a word, flung galaxies into the void and set them spinning in a celestial dance that continues to this day. The same power that holds supernovas in their fiery patterns, and that guides planets in their silent, perfect orbits, is the very same power that is now wrapped around your weary body. The energy that fuels a billion stars is the same energy that now forms a fortress of protection around you. Can you feel the sheer scale of it? The power that you are resting in is cosmic. It is boundless. These are the arms that scooped out the valleys and raised up the mountains. When you feel overwhelmed by the mountains in your own life, remember that you are being held by the one who spoke mountains into existence. Your problems, which seem so insurmountable to you, are but a handful of dust to the strength that now cradles you. These arms set the boundaries for the great, raging oceans, saying, "Thus far you shall come, and no farther, and here shall your proud waves be stayed." And if these arms can command the tempestuous sea, how much more can they command the storm of anxiety and fear that rages within your own heart? The chaos that you feel is utterly subject to the power that holds you. You may have a quiet fear, a whisper deep inside that says, "I am too much. My mess is too great. My needs are too heavy." Eventually, even his arms will grow tired of me. I will be a burden. Oh, my beloved, let me silence that lie forever. You are a finite being. Your weariness has a limit. But my strength has no limit, it is infinite. You could pour all the weariness, all the sorrow, all the anxiety of every human being who has ever lived onto me, and it would not strain me in the slightest. My capacity to hold you is eternal. My strength never wanes, never falters, never needs to rest. I am the source of all strength, and you cannot possibly deplete an infinite source. Leaning on me with your full weight does not tax me. It honors me. It is what these arms were made for. And think of the strength these arms displayed here, on earth. These are the arms that calm the storm with a single gesture. These are the arms that took a few loaves and a few fish and fed a multitude, a strength that creates abundance out of scarcity. And these, my child, are the arms that carried the heavy splintered wood of a Roman cross up the hill of Golgotha. They did not fail then. They bore the weight of all the sin and sorrow of the world on that day, a weight far greater than the physical timber, and they did not buckle. They stretched out wide upon that cross a posture of ultimate strength and ultimate surrender, and they took upon themselves everything that would ever seek to harm you or separate you from the love of my Father. This is the strength that holds you now. It is a creative strength. It is a sovereign strength. It is a sacrificial strength. It is an enduring strength. It is a strength that has overcome the world, a strength that has conquered death, a strength that has triumphed over every power of darkness. And all of that strength, in all of its vast, multifaceted glory, is now completely and totally focused on one single precious task, holding you. So sink deeper into this embrace. Let go of any remaining fear that you are too heavy a load. Let go of the notion that you might break me. You are resting in the safest, strongest, most secure place in all of existence. The ground may shake, the world may rage, but these arms will not fail. They will not falter. They will not let you go. This is the power that guards your rest. Feel the unshakable, unbreakable, unending strength that holds you. And in that feeling, find the permission to be completely, utterly at peace. My beloved child, as you rest in the unshakable reality of my strength, I know that for a wounded heart, the thought of immense power can sometimes be frightening. The world has taught you that great strength is often accompanied by roughness, by a lack of care, by an intimidating force. You may carry within you a fear of being handled carelessly, of being bruised by the very power that is meant to protect you. And so, I want to lean in closer and whisper to you about the other side of my strength. I want to tell you about the tenderness of my touch. In me, my child, strength and tenderness are not opposing forces. They are perfect partners. They are two expressions of the same divine love. My strength ensures that you are safe. My tenderness ensures that you feel loved within that safety. The arms that hold the universe in place are the very same arms that now hold you with the delicate care of a master artist handling his most priceless and fragile creation. I want you to feel the nature of this touch right now, in our embrace. Notice how my hands are not gripping you tightly as one would hold a tool. They are resting upon you, conforming to the shape of your body. The pressure is firm enough to be reassuring, to make you feel secure, but it is as light as a feather. Careful not to put any painful pressure on your tired muscles or your aching heart. It is a knowing touch. I know every place where you are sore, every place that holds a memory of pain, and my hands are careful to bring only comfort, only gentleness, to those tender spots. Think of how I was when I walked the earth. When the little children, in all their noisy, wriggling energy, wanted to come to me, my own disciples tried to turn them away. They thought I was too important, too busy for such things. But I rebuked my disciples and said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." And then, the scripture says, I took them up in my arms, laid my hands on them, and blessed them. This is my heart. This is the nature of my touch. It is a touch that welcomes the small, the seemingly insignificant, the vulnerable. It is a touch that does not merely tolerate, but delights in holding them close. As I hold you now, I am holding you with that same welcoming, delighted tenderness. Consider the leper who came to me, an outcast, a man whose skin was a landscape of his disease and his shame. He was considered unclean. No one had likely touched him with kindness for years. He fell at my feet and said, "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." And what did I do? I could have healed him with a word from a distance, but I did not. The scripture says I reached out my hand and touched him. I touched the untouchable. I touched the disease and the shame. My touch did not recoil from his brokenness, it moved toward it. And in that touch was both the power to make him whole and the tenderness to restore his soul. This is the touch that holds you now. It does not shrink from your brokenness, your shame, or your weariness. It moves toward it with a tenderness that heals as it holds. Or think of the blind man, whose eyes I touched with clay made from my own spit and the dust of the earth. It was a strange and humble act, a touch that was earthy, personal, and creative. I am not afraid to get my hands dirty to bring you healing. My touch is not clinical or distant. It is intimate. It is personal. It is the touch of a God who is not above the dust and the mess of your human experience. This is the tenderness that is in my hands, the hands that are cradling you right now. It is the gentleness that would not break a bruised reed, nor snuff out a smoldering wick. Your heart may feel like a bruised reed tonight, bent and fragile. I will not break you. My touch will be a gentle splint, allowing you to heal. Your faith may feel like a smoldering wick, a tiny, fragile ember, barely glowing. I will not extinguish it with a sudden movement. I will cup my hands around it, protecting it from the wind, breathing on it gently with my spirit until it glows a little brighter. So rest, my child. Rest in the knowledge that you are being held not just with infinite power, but with an equally infinite tenderness. You are not a problem to be solved or a thing to be controlled. You are my beloved child, and you are being held with the utmost care, the utmost reverence, the utmost gentleness. Let the feeling of this safe, tender touch soothe every frayed nerve and calm every frightened part of your soul. You are perfectly safe, and you are perfectly, tenderly loved. My beloved, as you rest in these arms of strength and tenderness, I want to speak a simple, profound, and absolute truth into the deepest recesses of your soul. I want this truth to echo in the chambers of your heart, to calm the storms in your mind, and to settle like a warm, weighted blanket over your entire being. The truth is this: you are safe here. Let us explore what this safety truly means, for it is far more than just physical protection. It is a comprehensive, multi-layered sanctuary for every part of who you are. The world has taught you that there is no such thing as perfect safety. Your experiences have shown you that even the most secure places can be breached, that even the most trusted people can let you down. Your heart has learned to live in a state of low-grade, constant vigilance, always scanning for the next threat, the next disappointment, the next reason to be afraid. But this place, here in my embrace, is different. It operates under a different set of laws. It is a kingdom of its own, and the supreme law of this kingdom is my perfect love, which casts out all fear. First, you are safe from the outside world. All the noise, the chaos, the demands, the pressures, they cannot get to you here. Imagine my embrace as a perfect, soundproof sphere. The frantic voices of expectation, the blaring sirens of emergency, the relentless drumbeat of hurry, they all fade away. The sound waves of the world's anxiety hit the outer surface of this embrace and simply dissolve. They have no power to penetrate this holy space. Here, the only sound that matters is the steady rhythm of my heart and the soft whisper of my voice, speaking peace to your soul. You are safe from the striving. Next, you are safe from the accusations of the enemy. The accuser of the brethren, as he is called, loves to torment you when you are tired. It is his favorite time to attack. He comes to you in the night and whispers his venomous lies. He reminds you of your every failure. He magnifies your every flaw. He tries to convince you that you are a fraud, that you are unworthy, that you are beyond hope. But here, in my arms, he has no jurisdiction. He has no authority. My embrace is a sovereign territory where his lies are illegal. When I hold you, you are covered by my righteousness. You are wrapped in my forgiveness. When the accuser looks at you, he does not see your sin. He sees me. He sees my blood, which has cleansed you, and he must flee. The condemning voices are silenced at the border of my arms. You are safe from all accusation. And most intimately, you are safe from yourself. This may be the most profound safety of all. You are safe from your own self-criticism, from the relentless inner voice that tells you that you are not enough. You are safe from your own anxieties, from your mind's tendency to spin out of control into catastrophic thinking. You are safe from your own despair, from the heavy, sinking feeling that things will never get better. How are you safe from these things? Because here, in my arms, you are no longer relying on your own strength to manage them. You have surrendered. You have given the battle over to me. I am now the guardian of your heart and your mind. When a self-condemning thought arises, my love rises to meet it and says, "No, this child is accepted." When a wave of anxiety begins to build, my peace stands as a seawall and says, "Be still." You are safe from the tyranny of your own unregulated thoughts and feelings because you have placed them under my gentle, sovereign care. This safety is not a feeling that you have to conjure up. It is a fact. It is a spiritual reality established by my finished work on the cross. Your safety is not dependent on how safe you feel in any given moment. It is dependent on the unshakable reality of who is holding you. Some nights you may feel this safety profoundly. Other nights your weary mind may still be troubled. But your feelings do not alter the fact of your security. Whether you feel it or not, you are held. Whether you feel it or not, you are protected. So I invite you to let your entire being, body, mind, heart, and spirit marinate in this truth. You are safe. Here, let every muscle fiber in your body understand this. Let every neuron in your brain accept this. Let every chamber of your heart believe this. There is no need to be on guard. There is no need to brace for impact. There is nothing to fear. You are in the safest place in the entire universe. It is the place where perfect love meets infinite power. It is the place where grace has silenced condemnation forever. It is the place prepared for you from the beginning of time. It is my embrace. Relax into this perfect safety. Surrender to it. It is your birthright as my child. Rest now, for you are finally, completely, and eternally safe. My precious child, as you rest in the safety and tenderness of my embrace, I want to draw your attention to a detail you may not have noticed. I want you to become aware of the very hands that are holding you. They are strong, as you know. They are gentle, as you are feeling. But they are not unblemished. I want you to feel, with the hands of your own heart, the scars that I bear. Feel the place on my back where my hand rests upon you. Now feel the wrist of that arm, and in your mind, trace your fingers over it. There, in the center, you will feel a mark. It is a circle of raised, toughened skin, a scar. It is the mark left by the Roman nail that pinned me to the cross. Now think of my other arm that holds you, the one around your waist supporting you. The hand of that arm bears an identical mark. These are not marks of an old injury that has weakened me. They are the emblems of my victory. They are the proof of my love. And they are an eternal testament to the security of your rest. These scars are not ugly to me. They are my glory. They are the love notes I have written to you, carved into my own flesh. They are the eternal reminder that your weariness, your sin, your sorrow, and your pain have all been dealt with. I did not just come to offer you comforting words. I came to do something about the very things that make you so tired. I entered into the heart of human suffering. I took it all upon myself, and I bore it in my own body on that tree. When you feel the weight of your past failures, the shame of your mistakes, let your heart feel these scars. They are the receipt that tells you your debt has been paid in full. Every single one of your sins, past, present, and future, was nailed to that cross with me. The forgiveness you rest in is not cheap. It was purchased at the highest possible price. And because the price has been paid, there is no more condemnation for you. None. The case is closed. The verdict is not guilty, and these scars are the judge's signature on your pardon. When you feel the sting of your present brokenness, the pain of a wounded heart, the sorrow of a great loss, let your soul press against these scars. They whisper to you, I understand. I am not a distant God who is unfamiliar with pain. I have felt the ultimate pain. I have felt the ultimate betrayal. I have felt the ultimate abandonment, even by my own father, so that you would never have to. My scars give me a unique and intimate empathy for yours. I do not just pity your pain, I have entered into it. And because I have passed through the deepest darkness and come out into the light, I have paved a way for you to do the same. And when you feel the fear of the future, the anxiety of the unknown, let your spirit take refuge in the strength of these scars. They are not marks of defeat. They are the trophies of the greatest victory the universe has ever known. They are proof that I have defeated sin, death, and every power of hell. The enemy may roar, the world may rage, but the battle for your soul has already been won. The victory is mine, and because you are in me, the victory is yours. The one holding you has already defeated your worst possible future. Therefore, you have nothing to fear. The hands that now hold you so gently are the very hands that were pierced for your transgressions. The arms that now form a fortress of peace around you are the very arms that were stretched wide in an agony of love to reconcile you to God. There is no greater security than this. You are being held by a love that has been to hell and back for you. A love that has the scars to prove it. So do not ever doubt the security of this embrace. Do not ever question your welcome here. Do not ever wonder if your mess is too much for me. The proof of my commitment to you is etched forever into my resurrected body. You are held by a scarred Savior, and those scars tell a story. They tell you that you are forgiven. They tell you that you are understood. They tell you that you are victorious. They tell you that you are safe now and forever. Rest in the hold of these scarred hands. They will never, ever let you go. My precious child, resting here in my scarred, loving arms, I want to grant you a specific and profound release. For so much of your life, you have operated under an unspoken, relentless command from the world and from yourself. You must be strong. You have believed that your value, your safety, and your acceptance depended on your ability to hold it all together, to stand on your own 2 feet, to be a rock for others, and to never ever let them see you crumble. And oh, my beloved, the effort of maintaining this facade of strength has been the source of your deepest, most hidden exhaustion. It is the loneliest work in the world. But tonight that work is over. Here, in the sanctuary of my embrace, the rules are inverted. This is a kingdom where weakness is a prerequisite for power, where brokenness is a qualification for healing, and where surrender is the only path to true strength. So I am giving you a divine and holy permission. You no longer have to be strong. You have permission to be weak. You have permission to fall apart. You have permission to completely and utterly collapse. I know how foreign this feels. You have spent a lifetime building walls of self-sufficiency, carefully constructing a persona of competence and resilience. To let those walls go feels like an act of madness, like willingly walking into your own destruction. You fear that if you let go, you will shatter into a million pieces, and there will be no one there to put you back together. But I am here to tell you that you can shatter. You can fall to pieces, because you will be falling into arms that are more than capable of holding every single one of your fractured parts. You will be collapsing into a love that knows how to mend what is broken. So I invite you now to do the thing you have resisted for so long. Desmorona. That is the Portuguese word for it, and it is so beautiful. It means to crumble, to fall to pieces. Let yourself desmorone in my arms. Let go of the rigid posture you have been holding. Let go of the tightly clenched jaw. Let go of the deep, controlled breathing that has kept your emotions in check. Let your body go completely limp, like a sleeping child who has total trust in the one who carries them. Give me your full weight. Not just the physical weight of your body, but the emotional weight of your struggle, the spiritual weight of your striving. What happens when you finally stop trying to be strong? My strength, which has been patiently waiting, can finally flow into you. My Apostle Paul learned this secret when he pleaded with me to take away his weakness, his thorn in the flesh, and I replied to him with words that are meant for you tonight. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. My power does not add itself to your strength, making you stronger. It manifests itself most perfectly in the very places where you have no strength left. Your weakness is not an obstacle to my power. It is the very stage upon which my power performs its most glorious work. Your empty hands are the only hands I can truly fill. Your exhausted heart is the only heart I can truly strengthen. So when you feel you cannot take another step, my strength will be your legs. When you feel you cannot think another coherent thought, my wisdom will be your mind. When you feel you cannot face another moment of pain, my comfort will be your heart. By letting go of your own strength, you are not becoming helpless. You are becoming a conduit for a strength that is divine, a strength that is inexhaustible, a strength that is perfectly suited to your every need. Feel this exchange happening now, as you lie in my arms. As you release your tension, my peace flows in. As you release your need to be in control, my sovereignty takes its place. As you release your weariness, my energy begins to restore you. It is a divine transfusion. Your weakness for my strength, your brokenness for my wholeness, your exhaustion for my rest. You do not have to hold yourself together anymore. I am holding you together. You do not have to be the rock. I am the rock of ages, and you are resting upon me. You can be as fragile as you feel. You can be as tired as you are. Your only job in this moment is to allow yourself to be weak, to allow yourself to be held, and to allow my strength to become your own. There is no greater rest than this, the rest of being weak in the arms of a God who is infinitely strong and infinitely loving. Collapse into me now, my child. I have you. I will not let you fall. I will not let you break. I will hold you. My beloved child, as you rest in the strength of my arms, finally released from the burden of having to be strong, there is another heavy weight I want to lift from you. It is the exhausting, endless burden of explanation. All your life you have had to explain yourself. You have had to explain your choices, your feelings, your beliefs, your failures. You have had to justify your actions to your parents, your teachers, your bosses, your friends, your spouse, and even to your own inner critic. You have spent countless hours and immeasurable energy crafting the right words, building your case, defending your position, or simply trying to make someone, anyone, understand what is happening inside of you. When you are sad, you feel the need to explain why you can't just cheer up. When you are anxious, you try to explain the source of your fear, even when you don't fully understand it yourself. When you have failed, you scramble to explain the circumstances, the reasons, the extenuating factors. And when you are this weary, a weariness that permeates every part of your being, you feel a pressure to explain why you are so tired, as if it were a fault that needs to be excused. This constant need to translate the deep, complex language of your soul into a few simple, acceptable words for the outside world is one of the most draining tasks of human existence. But here, in my embrace, that task is over. The courtroom is dismissed. The judge has left the bench, the jury has gone home. There are no more depositions to be given. Here you do not have to explain anything. Why? Because I already know. I was there. I was there when your heart broke. I saw the event. I heard the words. I felt the shattering impact right alongside you. You do not have to explain the pain to me. I understand it completely. I was there when the seed of anxiety was planted in your mind. I know its roots. I know its triggers. I know the lies it tells you. You do not have to justify your fear to me. I understand its source. I was there for every choice you made, both the good and the bad. I saw the pressures you were under, the confusion you were feeling, the desires that were warring within you. You do not have to build a case to defend your failures to me. I see the full context with perfect clarity and perfect compassion. I know you better than you know yourself. I understand the hidden motivations behind your actions. I understand the deep, ancient wounds that cause you to react in certain ways. I understand the complex tapestry of your personality, your history, your biology, and your experiences. When you come to me, you are coming to the one who wrote your story, the one who knows every word by heart. To explain yourself to me would be like a single drop of water trying to explain itself to the ocean. It is unnecessary. The ocean already knows. Feel the profound relief of this. Feel the release of the immense pressure to be understood. You are understood. Completely. Perfectly. Infinitely. You can let go of the exhausting work of trying to find the right words. Your sighs are words enough for me. Your tears are a language I comprehend perfectly. The silent, aching posture of your weary soul speaks volumes to my heart. So let the silence in this embrace be a silence of perfect communion. It is not an empty silence. It is a silence pregnant with understanding. It is the comfortable, easy silence that exists only between two beings who know each other completely. You can just be. You do not have to talk. You do not have to confess every detail unless you wish to. You do not have to untangle the knotted mess of your feelings and present it to me in a neat and orderly fashion. You can just bring me the knot. I can see how it is tangled. I know how to gently pull the threads. Let your mind rest from the work of self-justification. Let your heart rest from the work of self-explanation. Here, in my arms, you are not a case to be argued. You are not a problem to be solved. You are not a mystery to be figured out. You are a child to be held. And I am holding you in a state of perfect, complete, and loving understanding. There is nothing left to say. There is nothing left to explain. There is only this, the quiet, restful, healing peace of being fully known. My precious child, you are resting now in my arms, your body so weary, your mind quieted, your heart gently cradled. You have released the burdens of strength and explanation. And in this surrender, I want to speak to a deeper, more ancient ache within you. It is the ache of not belonging. For so long, you may have felt like a wanderer, a traveler perpetually searching for a place where your soul could truly settle. A place where you could feel completely, unequivocally at home. And this longing, this constant search for belonging, has been an immense source of your exhaustion. You have tried to find belonging in so many places, haven't you? In relationships, hoping that another person could be the anchor for your soul. In achievements, believing that if you climbed high enough, you would finally reach a place of acceptance. In groups, in roles, in identities, trying to fit yourself into molds that were never truly meant for you. Each time you found a temporary solace, a fleeting sense of acceptance, only to discover that the longing for a deeper, more permanent belonging remained. And each time the effort of trying to fit, of trying to earn your place, left you more tired, more disillusioned. But tonight, my beloved, I want to tell you a profound truth that transcends all your past experiences and all your present anxieties. Right here, in this embrace in my arms, you have found the place where you truly, eternally belong. This is your home. This is where you were always meant to be. My arms are not just a temporary refuge from the storm. They are not a fleeting comfort. They are your true dwelling place. Before the world began, before a single star was formed, before your first breath was taken, I knew you. I chose you. I created you not as an afterthought, but as a masterpiece, an intricate design woven into the very fabric of my love. You were designed for me and for this embrace. Every fiber of your being, every longing in your heart, every cry of your soul has been a homing beacon, leading you even unknowingly to this very moment. Feel the profound sense of arrival. Imagine your soul as a weary bird that has flown across vast, stormy oceans, buffeted by winds, utterly exhausted. And now it has found its nest. It has found its safe haven. It has landed. It has folded its wings. And it is finally, completely, at rest. This is what it means to belong here, in my arms. There is nothing you need to do to earn your place here. There is no membership fee, no initiation rite, no performance review. Your belonging is not based on your achievements, your goodness, or your ability to follow rules. Your belonging is based solely on my choice, on my love, on the fact that I created you and died for you. It is a gift, freely given, eternally secure. You cannot be unbelonged from my embrace. Once you are here forever. Let this truth permeate every cell of your being. Let it sink into the places where you have felt most like an outcast, most like a stranger in your own skin. Let it soothe the ache of every rejection you have ever faced. Let it quiet the voice that tells you you don't measure up. Because here in my arms, you are not just accepted, you are cherished. You are not just tolerated, you are delighted in. You are not just permitted, you are wanted. You are precious beyond measure. You are mine. This sense of belonging brings a unique kind of rest. It is the rest that comes from finally dropping your guard. The rest that comes from knowing you don't have to perform to stay. The rest that comes from the certainty that you cannot be sent away. You can truly be yourself in all your glorious imperfection, because your belonging is not conditional on your perfection. It is sealed by my perfect love. So breathe in this belonging. Feel it fill your lungs, expand your chest, spread warmth through your entire body. Imagine roots growing from your weary soul, deep into the fertile, loving soil of my presence, anchoring you firmly in this truth. You are not adrift anymore. You are not wandering. You are not searching. You are here. You are home. And as you drift into sleep, let this profound sense of belonging be the very ground you rest upon. Let it be the softest bed, the most comforting blanket. You are not an orphan. You are not an outcast. You are not a stranger. You are mine. And you belong here, in my arms, forever and ever. Rest now, my beloved child. You are home. My precious child, you are truly home now, nestled deeply within my arms, enveloped in the perfect, unconditional belonging you have always longed for. As you lie here, safe and settled, I want you to become aware of the subtle yet profound rhythm that permeates this embrace. It is the very pulse of my being, the essence of my kingdom, the unhurried flow of divine life. It is the rhythm of grace. For so long, you have lived by a different rhythm, the rhythm of the world. It is a harsh, relentless beat. It is the frantic tick-tock of the clock, demanding more, faster, always. It is the jarring pulse of anxiety, speeding up your breath, tightening your muscles, keeping you in a constant state of alert. It is the exhausting beat of striving, telling you to run, to perform, to earn. This rhythm of urgency and demand has left you breathless, strung out, and utterly depleted. Your heart has tried to keep up, but it has grown weary from the relentless pace. But here in my arms, that frenetic rhythm cannot reach you. It dissolves at the boundary of my embrace. And in its place you can begin to feel, to absorb, to synchronize with a new ancient rhythm, the rhythm of grace. I want you to focus your attention on the gentle, steady rise and fall of my chest beneath your head. Feel the slow, even movement. It is the rhythm of my own breathing. Inhale, exhale, unhurried, effortless, complete. It is the breath of the one who holds all time in his hands, who never hurries, never worries, never runs out of time. This is the breath of divine leisure, of perfect peace. Now, without any effort, simply allow your own breathing to begin to align with mine. You don't have to force it. Just observe my rhythm and let your body, in its natural wisdom, respond. As my chest rises, feel your lungs gently fill. As my chest falls, feel your own breath release, slowly, fully, in and out. In and out. Feel the deeper, more expansive nature of this breath. It is not a shallow, anxious gasp. It is a full, restorative breath that brings oxygen and peace to every cell in your body. It is the breath of life, breathing through you. As your breathing slows and deepens, feel how it begins to synchronize with the steady thump-thump of my heartbeat that you felt earlier. Your heart, which has been racing with the world's anxieties, is now being invited to slow its pace, to match the unhurried beat of eternal love. This is the rhythm of grace. It is the beat of trust. It is the pulse of surrender. This rhythm of grace carries no demands. It says, receive, receive, receive. It says, rest, rest, rest. It is the rhythm of my provision flowing effortlessly into your need. It is the rhythm of my strength sustaining your weakness without effort on your part. It is the rhythm of my love embracing your imperfections without judgment. You do not have to work for this flow of grace. You do not have to earn it. You simply have to open yourself to it and allow it to wash over you, to fill you, to sustain you. Feel the tension in your body dissolving even further as you surrender to this rhythm. Your jaw relaxes more completely. Your shoulders soften even more. The muscles in your stomach release their tight grip. Every part of you is being invited to let go of its own frantic tempo and to fall into the gentle, unwavering beat of my perfect peace. This is the secret of abiding. It is not about trying harder. It is about aligning your being with my being. It is allowing my rhythm of grace to become the natural, effortless flow of your own life. It is like a small boat on a calm river. The boat does not need to row against the current or strain to find its way. It simply needs to release its anchor and allow the river's gentle flow to carry it. You are that boat, and I am the river of grace. So for these next moments, and as you drift into sleep, let your entire being be absorbed by this rhythm. Let my heartbeat be your lullaby. Let my breath be your calming wave. Let the gentle, steady pulse of my grace be the only rhythm you know. It is a rhythm that whispers of peace, of love, of provision, and of an unending, unhurried presence. You are perfectly in sync with me, and in that synchronization you will find the deepest, most restorative sleep your soul has ever known. Rest now, my beloved. Rest in the rhythm of my perfect grace. My beloved child, you are here, resting in my arms. Your heart beginning to beat in time with mine, your breath aligned with the gentle rhythm of my grace. You are held, you belong, you are safe. Now I want to invite you into an even deeper state of surrender, a release so profound that it may feel both wonderful and frightening. I want you to let me carry you completely. I want you to bring to your mind the image of a very small child, a toddler, who has been playing and running all day long. Their little legs have carried them on countless adventures, but now, as evening falls, they are utterly spent. They are beyond tired. They are heavy-limbed, rosy-cheeked, and their eyelids are beginning to droop. And then their father comes. He stoops down, and with a gentle strength, he lifts the child into his arms. And what does the child do? The child does not try to help. The child does not stiffen their body to make themselves easier to carry. They do not worry about whether their father's arms are strong enough. In an act of pure, unthinking trust, the child completely and utterly relaxes. They go limp. Their head lolls onto the father's broad shoulder. Their arms, which a moment ago were clutching a toy, now hang loosely. Their legs dangle, free of all tension. The child has given their full, unresisting weight to the father. They have surrendered the work of carrying themselves. And in that surrender, they find the most perfect, secure, and comforting rest imaginable. My child, you are that weary toddler tonight, and I am that loving father. You have been running for so long. You have been so brave and so strong, but your strength is gone. Your little legs can carry you no further. And now, I have lifted you up into my arms, and I am asking you to do what that child does so naturally. I am asking you to go limp in my embrace. I am inviting you to let me carry you completely. This is a deeper level of trust. A part of you, the adult, responsible part, has still been trying to help. A part of you has maintained a subtle tension, a residual readiness to catch yourself if I should fail. It is the habit of a lifetime of self-reliance. But tonight, I invite you to let go of that last vestige of control. You do not need a backup plan. I will not fail you. I will not stumble. I will not drop you. Let's do this together, part by part. Start with your legs. They have carried you so far. They ache with a deep weariness. Consciously, intentionally give them permission to be completely useless. Let all the strength drain out of them. Imagine them as heavy as lead, but a pleasant, restful heaviness. Feel them being fully supported by my arms. They have no work to do. They can rest. Now, bring your awareness to your arms and hands. They have been holding, grasping, working, and controlling. Let them go. Unclench your fingers if they are still tight. Let your hands fall open. Let your arms hang loosely at your sides or rest softly against my chest. They do not need to hold on to me. I am holding on to you. Their work is finished for today. Let them be carried. Bring your attention to your torso, your back, and your stomach. This is where you hold so much of your core tension, the deep muscles that have been bracing you for life's impacts. With a slow, deep exhale, I want you to release that entire core. Let your spine soften. Let your stomach muscles relax. Imagine yourself sinking even more deeply into my embrace, your body molding perfectly against mine, held completely by my strength, not your own. And finally, your head and neck. We have talked about this, but let's go deeper. Let your head be an immense, heavy weight that you have no ability to lift. Surrender it completely to the support of my shoulder. Let your jaw go so slack that your mouth may even fall slightly open. That is the sign of true, deep relaxation. You are beyond caring about appearances. You are only interested in rest. You are being carried. This is what it feels like to be completely held. It is a profound vulnerability. It is a radical trust. And it is the gateway to the most restorative peace your soul can ever know. You are no longer a partner in this effort. You are simply the precious burden, and I am the joyful bearer. You have no responsibilities in this moment. You do not need to navigate. You do not need to watch the path. You do not need to hold on. You only need to be carried. This is the state in which I will carry you into your sleep. I will carry you through the darkness. I will carry you through your dreams. I will carry you all the way to the morning light. You will sleep the sleep of a beloved child, a child who knows on a level deeper than words that they are completely, utterly, and joyfully carried by their Father. Rest now, my little one. Let go. I have you. My beloved, you are resting now in a state of deep surrender, being carried completely in my loving arms. And in this place of profound peace, it might seem as though nothing could ever trouble you again. But I am your gentle realist. I know the nature of the human heart and the world you live in. I know that even as you are resting here, a sudden gust of wind from an old storm can still blow through the quiet chambers of your soul. A sudden memory can trigger a pang of grief. An unexpected image can spark a flash of anxiety. A shadow of fear can fall across your heart even here. What happens in those moments? Do you fall out of my arms? Is the peace shattered? Is the rest undone? No, my child. Not at all. In fact, these moments are an opportunity for you to experience the dynamic, responsive nature of my embrace. My arms are not a static, rigid structure. They are a living, loving, and responsive shelter. I want you to imagine that we are walking through a peaceful, sunlit forest. You are in my arms, completely at rest, being carried. And then, suddenly, without warning, the sky darkens. A cold wind begins to howl through the trees. A torrent of icy rain begins to fall. This is the storm of a sudden, intrusive fear, a panic attack, a wave of overwhelming sadness. In that moment, what do? Do I drop you and run for cover? No. Do I keep walking at the same pace, letting the rain and wind lash against your vulnerable spirit? Never. In that instant, my first response is to pull you closer. Feel it now. As the storm hits, feel my arms instinctively tighten around you, not with a crushing force, but with a firm, protective reassurance. I draw you in, from my shoulder deeper into the very center of my chest, until your entire being is shielded by my own body. I turn myself so that my back is to the wind, taking the full force of the storm so that you feel only a faint vibration. My embrace becomes a shelter. The broad expanse of my back becomes a shield, deflecting the icy pellets of fear. My chest, against which you are pressed, becomes a source of unshakable warmth, a furnace of love that keeps the chilling dread at bay. I lower my head over yours, creating a living roof that keeps the pouring rain of sorrow from drenching your soul. You are inside the storm, but you are not of the storm. You can hear the wind howl, but its power is muted, distant. You can feel the temperature drop, but you are held within a core of unwavering warmth. The storm is happening around me, but all you are experiencing is my increased closeness, my intensified protection. All you feel is the strength of my arms, the steady beat of my heart, and the warmth of my love. This is what happens when those sudden attacks of fear or grief come upon you, even when you are trying to rest. Do not see them as a failure on your part. Do not believe you have lost your peace. See them instead as an opportunity for me to demonstrate my faithfulness in a new way. When the fear strikes, your only job is not to leap out of my arms in panic. Your only job is to press in closer, to bury your face more deeply into my chest, to cling to me. and you will find that I am already responding, already sheltering you, already taking the brunt of the storm on your behalf. The storm will pass. They always do. The wind will die down. The rain will stop. The sun will break through the clouds again. And when it does, I will still be holding you. You will have passed through the tempest not by your own strength, but by virtue of the shelter you were resting in. And you will be even more secure than before, for you will have learned a deeper truth, that my embrace is not just for the sunny days. It is a fortress for the storms. So do not be afraid if a shadow crosses your heart tonight. Do not panic if a rogue wave of anxiety washes over you. Just press in, snuggle deeper, and let me be your shelter. I will hold you close until the storm passes, and the quiet peace returns, deeper and sweeter than before. My precious child, you are here, being carried, sheltered from any storm. The world outside this embrace has fallen away. The frantic rhythms of your own heart and mind have been calmed by the steady, graceful rhythm of mine. And now, we enter into a new dimension of this rest. We enter into the silence. For so much of your life, silence has been an uncomfortable thing, has it not? It has felt empty. It has felt awkward. When silence fell, your restless mind would rush to fill it with noise, with music, with podcasts, with endless internal chatter. You have been afraid of silence, because it is in the silence that the things you have been running from often catch up to you. The lonely feelings, the unresolved questions, the quiet whispers of shame. To you, silence has often been a synonym for absence. But here, in my arms, we are going to redefine silence together. The silence we are entering now is not the silence of absence. It is the silence of presence. It is a silence that is not empty, but profoundly, deeply full. It is the most powerful form of communication we can share, a language spoken directly from my spirit to yours without the clumsy interference of words. Let us sink into this silence together. Feel it as a tangible thing. It is not a void. It is a substance. It is like the deep, still water at the bottom of the ocean. It has weight, a gentle, comforting pressure that quiets everything it touches. As we sink into this loving quiet, feel it press gently against your eardrums, hushing the last echoes of the world's noise. Feel it seep into your mind, calming the final ripples of thought. Feel it fill your heart, providing a deep, quiet stillness that you have never known before. In this silence, you do not have to perform. Words are a form of performance. We use them to explain, to justify, to impress, to connect. But here, no connection needs to be forged because we are already one. No impression needs to be made because you are already perfectly loved. No explanation is needed because I already understand everything. You are freed from the exhausting work of language. You can simply be. This is the silence of perfect acceptance. When you are with other people, silence can sometimes feel like judgment. You wonder, what are they thinking of me? Am I being boring? Have I said something wrong? But here, in the cradle of my arms, the silence is pure, unadulterated acceptance. It is the quiet understanding that there is nothing you could say or do that would make me love you any more or any less. My love is a constant, and this silence is its native atmosphere. Rest in this quiet acceptance. There is no need to fill the space. The space is already full of my love for you. This is the silence of deep healing. Words can comfort, but true healing often happens in the quiet places. It is in the silence that your soul can finally unnotch itself. It is in the silence that the deep, inner work of restoration takes place, undisturbed by the chatter of the conscious mind. As you rest in this quiet with me, my spirit is at work within you, mending the microscopic tears in your heart, gently realigning the parts of your soul that have been out of sync, and pouring a healing balm over the secret, wounded places you rarely acknowledge yourself. This healing is a quiet, cellular process. It happens beneath the surface like a seed germinating in the dark, silent earth. Your only job is to provide the silence, the stillness. I will do the work. And this is the silence of profound intimacy. We believe that intimacy is built on long, deep conversations. And it is. But the deepest level of intimacy is a shared silence. It is the quiet companionship of two hearts that are so perfectly attuned to each other that words become unnecessary. It is the peace of simply being together, with no agenda, no pretense, no need to entertain or be entertained. It is a state of being so comfortable, so at home with another, that the quiet is not a void to be filled but a space to be cherished. This is the intimacy I offer you now. The intimacy of simply being with me, your God, your Savior, your friend, in a silence that is richer and more communicative than 1,000 beautiful poems. So let us fall deeper into this living quiet. Let it be your blanket. Let it be your bed. Let it be the very air you breathe. Do not fear it. Welcome it. Sink into it. Let it wash over you and through you. This is not the empty silence of loneliness. This is the full, rich, vibrant silence of unconditional love. It is the sound of my heart holding your heart. And it is the most beautiful sound in the universe. Rest here, in the peace of this shared, sacred silence. My precious, beloved child, as we rest here together, floating in this deep, comfortable, and sacred silence, I want you to lean in even closer. For it is into this profound quiet that I can finally speak the words your soul has been longing to hear its entire life. The world is too loud for these words. Your own mind is too busy for them. They are not meant to be shouted. They are meant to be whispered. They are the whispers of a father to his sleeping, beloved child, spoken directly from my heart into the very core of your spirit. These are not words of instruction. They are not words of correction. They are words of identity. They are words of pure, undiluted love, meant to overwrite all the other names you have called yourself, and all the other names the world has called you. Listen with the ears of your heart. Let these whispers be the last sounds you hear before you drift completely into sleep. Let them become the fabric of your dreams. The first whisper is this: you are my beloved. Hear it. Feel it. It is the same thing my Father spoke over me at my baptism, before I had performed a single miracle. It is a declaration of your innate, unshakable identity. You are not the anxious one. You are not the broken one. You are not the one who always messes up. Those are false names. Your true eternal name is my beloved. It is who you are at your very core. My love for you is not an emotion I feel from time to time. It is the very essence of your being. You were created from love, by love, for love. And nothing you can ever do will change that. You are beloved when you succeed, and you are beloved when you fail. You are beloved when you feel strong, and you are beloved when you are this weary. Let this name sink in, past your mind, past your defenses, and into the very center of your soul. You are my beloved. Now listen for the second whisper. You are a delight to me. I know this one is hard for you to accept. You are so aware of your flaws, your weaknesses, your imperfections. You often imagine that I tolerate you, that I put up with you out of some sense of divine duty. But that is a grievous lie. The truth is, I delight in you. I take joy in you. The prophet Zephaniah was right when he said, I exult over you with loud singing. When I look at you resting here in my arms, my heart is not filled with a sigh of resignation. It is filled with a song of joy. I delight in your unique personality, the way you laugh, the way your mind works. I delight in the love you have for others even when it is messy. I delight in your desire for me even when your faith feels weak. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a person to be enjoyed, and I enjoy you endlessly. You are a delight to me. And listen, One more whisper for tonight. You are safe and secure forever. This is the whisper that speaks directly to the deepest fears of your heart. The fear of abandonment, the fear of being lost, the fear of your own fragility. I want you to hear my unbreakable promise. I have you. I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. Your name is written there, in the scars of my love. I have sealed you with my Holy Spirit. I have bound you to myself with cords of love that can never be broken. No power in hell, no failure in your own life, no circumstance in the world, nothing in all creation can ever separate you from my love. Your salvation is not a fragile thing that you must hold on to with white-knuckled effort. It is a mighty fortress in which you are held securely by me. Your forever is safe. You cannot be lost. You cannot be snatched from my hand. You are eternally secure. Let these 3 whispers become your reality tonight. Let them be the pillars upon which you build your rest. You are my beloved. You are a delight to me. You are safe and secure forever. Breathe these truths in. Let them replace the lies you have been breathing your whole life. These whispers are more real than your weariness. They are more real than your fears. They are the fundamental reality of the universe. They are the song that I am singing over you as you fall asleep. Let them be the last thing you hear. Let them be the first thing you feel when you awake. These are the whispers of your Father, and they are true. My precious beloved child, as you lie here, safe in my arms, your heart saturated with the whispers of my love, you might think that this rest is simply a passive state, a cessation of activity. A pause. And in one sense it is. But in a much deeper, more miraculous sense, this rest is an intensely active state. It is not just an emptying of your weariness. It is a profound and divine process of renewal. As you rest, I am at work. You are not just being held, you are being remade. I want you to understand that resting in my arms is not like plugging a device into a wall to recharge it with the same old energy. It is a far more organic and mysterious process. It is like a withered plant being plugged back into the very soil from which it was made, drawing up not just water but life itself, minerals, nutrients, the very essence of its being. You are being reconnected to your source, and in this connection, a divine exchange is taking place. Feel it happening now, on a level deeper than your thoughts can trace. Your weariness, which you have offered to me, is being drawn out of you. Imagine it as a gray, heavy mist being gently pulled from every muscle, every cell, every corner of your soul. I am taking it into myself. It does not harm me. It does not diminish me. My love is a holy fire that consumes it, transforming it into nothingness. You can feel your body, your mind, your spirit becoming lighter, cleaner, and clearer as this spiritual detoxification takes place. And as your weariness is drawn out, my own life is flowing in. This is not just energy. It is my very nature. It is Zoe, the indestructible, eternal life of God. Imagine it as a pure, golden, liquid light, originating from my heart and flowing through every point of our embrace, directly into you. Feel this golden light of renewal as it flows into your mind. It is not just quieting your thoughts. It is renewing them. It is gently repairing the neural pathways that have been worn down by anxiety and stress. It is washing away the residue of fear and negativity. It is planting seeds of peace, of hope, of my truth in the fertile soil of your subconscious. You will awaken not just with a rested mind, but with a clearer mind. A mind more attuned to my perspective. A mind that has been subtly rewired for peace. Feel this divine life as it flows into your physical body. It moves through your bloodstream, touching every organ, every muscle, every bone. It is a creative, healing force. It is restoring your adrenal glands, which have been overworked by stress. It is calming your nervous system, teaching it the forgotten art of deep relaxation. It is reducing the inflammation caused by worry. It is mending you on a cellular level, whispering, "My command of be whole," to every part of you. You will awaken not just feeling less tired, but feeling more alive, more resilient, more at home in your own skin. Feel this renewal as it flows into your heart and your spirit. It is pouring into the empty places left by grief, filling them not with scar tissue, but with a flexible, resilient peace. It is strengthening the frayed threads of your faith, weaving them back together into a stronger cord of trust. It is rekindling the embers of your hope, breathing on them gently until they glow with a quiet, steady warmth. You will awaken not just with your emotions calmed, but with your spirit fortified, your capacity to love and trust deepened by this holy, silent transfusion. This is the miracle of the Sabbath rest I offer. It is not just about stopping work. It is about allowing me to do my work of recreation in you. Your only job is to remain in this state of surrender, to be still, to be receptive, to allow the exchange to happen. You are like a patient under the care of the great physician, and the anesthesia is my peace. You sleep and I perform the deep restorative surgery on your soul. You do not need to understand how it works. You do not need to control it. You simply need to trust that it is happening. Trust that this time of rest is the most productive, most important work you can do. You are not being lazy. You are not being unproductive. You are participating in a divine miracle, the miracle of renewal. You are being unmade from what the world has done to you, and being remade into the beautiful, whole, and vibrant person I created you to be. So sink into this process. Surrender to this holy work. I am renewing you, from the inside out. Rest now, and let me remake you. My beloved child, you are so deep in my embrace now, so fully surrendered to this process of rest and renewal. The world is a distant star. Your worries are forgotten echoes. And as you hover on the soft, misty edge of sleep, I want to bring your awareness back to that one, simple, profound reality that has been the anchor of our time together. I want you to listen, once more, to my heartbeat. Let this be the final sound you focus on. Let it be the gentle, rhythmic wave that finally carries your ship of consciousness out of the harbor of wakefulness and into the vast, peaceful ocean of sleep. All the other sounds have faded. The whispers of my voice, the memories of the day, even the sound of your own breathing, can now merge and dissolve into this one, all-encompassing sound, the sound of my heart, beating for you. Thump, 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 thump. This is the lullaby of the universe. Before your mother ever sang to you in the cradle, this song existed. It is the first sound you heard subconsciously, in the secret place where I knitted you together. Your own heart was formed in the echo of mine. And tonight I am bringing you back to that primal, foundational rhythm. I am reminding your soul of its original song. Each beat of my heart is a word. It is a declaration. As you listen, let me translate the wordless song for you. Thump, thump. Each beat says, I love you. It is a constant, unwavering pulse of pure affection. It is not a sentimental feeling that comes and goes. It is the very essence of who I am. It is the driving force of all creation. It is the steady, unchanging truth upon which your entire existence is built. With every beat, I am pumping my love through the universe, and it is all directed at you. I love you. Thump, thump. Each beat says, you are safe. It is the rhythm of your protector, the heartbeat of your guardian. It is the steady, powerful drumbeat of a mighty warrior standing watch over a sleeping king. It is a sound that says to all the forces of darkness, to all the roaming fears, you cannot come here. This one is mine. This place is protected. It is the most powerful security system in existence. With every beat, the walls of your fortress are reinforced. You are safe. Thump, thump. Each beat says, all is well. It is the rhythm of my sovereignty. It is the heartbeat of the one who is in complete, unthreatened control of all things. It is not the frantic heartbeat of a god who is worried or scrambling. It is the slow, majestic, confident beat of a king who knows the end from the beginning, who is working all things together for your good. It is a sound that calms the chaos, a rhythm that brings order to your disordered soul. It is the ultimate reassurance that despite all appearances, everything is truly, deeply, going to be all right. All is well. Let these three truths, I love you, you are safe, all is well, be the three gentle notes of your lullaby. Let your mind stop trying to grasp them as concepts and simply allow your soul to be soothed by their rhythmic repetition. Focus on the sound. Let it become a physical sensation. Feel the gentle vibration against your cheek, your chest. It is a calming, hypnotic pulse. It is slowing down your own frantic heart rate. It is lulling your brainwaves into the slow, deep patterns of restorative sleep. It is a divine metronome, setting the tempo for your entire being to one of perfect peace. You do not need to hold on to consciousness any longer. You do not need to listen for anything else. This lullaby will continue to play for you all through the night. Even when you are deep in sleep, your spirit will be listening, tethered to this anchor of sound, this rhythm of grace. It will be the constant subconscious reminder that you are held, loved, and safe. So let go. Let the lullaby do its work. Let the steady, loving rhythm of my heart be the last thing you know. Let it be the gentle, rhythmic current that carries you away from the shore of thought and out into the deep, quiet, peaceful waters of sleep. Thump, thump. Sleep now. Thump, thump. Sleep now, my beloved. Thump, thump. Sleep. My beloved child, my precious one, you are so close now. You are floating in the final, hazy moments before sleep claims you completely. Your body is heavy and still. Your mind is quiet, soothed by the lullaby of my heartbeat. You are held in an embrace of absolute safety and tenderness. All the work is done. All the burdens have been released. And now, there is only one final, beautiful act of surrender left. It is the trust fall into sleep. I want you to picture yourself standing on a small ledge. The ledge is your last moment of consciousness, your final grip on wakefulness. Behind you is the world you know, the world of thought, of control, of effort. Before you is a vast, soft, and bottomless expanse. It is a great billowy cloud of the purest, softest white. It is the ocean of my peace. It is the very substance of deep, restorative sleep. It looks inviting, but to enter it, you must do something that goes against every instinct of your self-preservation. You must fall backward into an abyss you cannot see, trusting completely that you will be caught and held. This is what sleep is every night, my child. It is a small act of dying to your own control. It is an act of faith. You have been hesitating on this ledge, perhaps afraid of letting go completely, afraid of the darkness, afraid of losing control, afraid of what might happen when your conscious mind is no longer standing guard. But I am here to tell you, the space behind you is not an empty, frightening void. It is me. My arms, my love, my very being, are the soft cloud that is waiting to catch you. So let us do this together. Stand on that ledge of wakefulness for one last moment. Take a deep, final conscious breath, and as you exhale, I want you to make a decision in your spirit. The decision is this: I trust you. You don't even have to say the words. Just feel the intention. I trust you. And with that intention, I want you to simply let go. Let your knees buckle. Let your body tilt backward. Do not look over your shoulder. Do not try to control the fall. Just release. Release your grip on the day. Release your grip on your thoughts. Release your grip on your own consciousness. And fall. Feel the sensation of falling. For a split second, it might feel like weightlessness, like a loss of control. But then, long before any fear can take root, you feel the landing. But it is not a hard landing. It is not a jolt. It is the softest, most gentle reception you can possibly imagine. You land not on something, but in something. You land in the heart of that great, soft cloud, and it is not a cloud of mere fluff. It is a cloud of pure, unconditional love. It receives you with a gentle whoosh. It molds itself perfectly to the shape of your body, supporting every curve, every limb, every tired part of you. It is more comfortable than the most luxurious mattress, softer than the finest down feathers. It is the very substance of my comfort. Feel yourself sinking into it, cushioned and held. The fall is over. You have been caught. And now, the sinking begins, deeper and deeper into this cloud of grace. With every inch you sink, another layer of tension you didn't even know you were carrying dissolves. You sink past the layer of your immediate worries, and they are left behind. You sink past the layer of your physical aches and pains, and they lose their power. You sink past the layer of your old ingrained fears, and they can no longer reach you. You are sinking into the deep, quiet, central core of my peace. The deeper you go, the quieter it becomes. The deeper you go, the safer you feel. The deeper you go, the more you realize that this is not just a temporary state. This is a return to your true nature. Your true nature is not to be anxious and striving. Your true nature is to be at rest, in me. This is the trust fall that leads not to an impact, but to an embrace so vast and so complete that it becomes your entire environment. You are no longer being held in my arms. You are now being held by the very atmosphere of my love. You are breathing it in. You are surrounded by it. You are one with it. This is the point of no return. You have let go of the shore of wakefulness, and you are now floating, sinking, resting in the boundless ocean of divine sleep. There is nothing left for you to do. You have completed the journey. You have made the ultimate act of trust, and my heart is filled with joy as I receive you, as I hold you, as I cradle you in this deep, holy, and restorative slumber. You have fallen, my child. And you have fallen into the safest place in the universe. You have fallen into me. My beloved, as you lie here caught in the soft cloud of my love, having made the final trust fall into sleep, I want to seal this time of rest with a spoken blessing. Even as your conscious mind fades, your spirit remains open and receptive. And these words are not for your mind to analyze, but for your spirit to absorb. A blessing spoken from my heart is a creative force. It is a declaration of my will and my love for you, a powerful word that goes forth to accomplish its purpose. As I speak, imagine these words as gentle, golden threads of light, weaving themselves into the fabric of your being, strengthening, healing, and protecting you as you sleep. Receive this blessing now, from the very arms that hold you. I bless you with a peace that defies all logic. I bless you with the peace that I myself demonstrated when I slept in the boat during the raging storm. It is a peace that is not dependent on calm seas, but on the absolute certainty of who is in the boat with you. May this supernatural peace stand as a mighty, unshakable guard around your heart and your mind tonight. May it be a fortress that no arrow of anxiety, no whisper of fear, no ghost of the past can possibly penetrate. I declare over you a night free from inner turmoil, a night of profound, protected stillness. Receive the blessing of my perfect peace. I bless you with a rest that reaches into your history and your future. I bless your body with a rest so deep that it heals the old wounds of exhaustion. I command your muscles to release the memory of every stress they have ever held. I command your nervous system to reset itself to a state of calm and trust. I bless your cells with divine restoration, that they may repair and renew themselves according to their perfect, created design. May you sleep not just for a few hours, but on a level so profound that you awaken feeling as though you have rested for 1,000 years. Receive the blessing of my deep physical restoration. I bless your heart with a comfort that is as real as this embrace. For every place where your heart has been bruised by disappointment, I speak my tenderness. For every place where it has been broken by grief, I speak my promise of reunion. For every place where it feels lonely and unseen, I speak my constant, intimate friendship. May the warmth of my love be a healing balm that soothes every ache. May you feel, even in your deepest sleep, the reality of being cherished, delighted in, and unconditionally loved. May you awaken with a heart that is not just rested, but fuller, more resilient, and more deeply secure in my love than ever before. Receive the blessing of a comforted heart. I bless your spirit with an unbroken communion. As your mind sleeps, may your spirit be fully awake to me. May it be like a tree planted by a river, its roots drawing deeply from the living water of my presence all through the night. May you dream dreams that are sourced from heaven, dreams of hope, of beauty, of my goodness. May I speak to you in the quiet language of your soul, revealing mysteries of my love and reaffirming your identity as my beloved child. May you awaken not with a sense of distance from me, but with a profound and lingering sense of having been in the throne room, of having spent the night in holy fellowship. Receive the blessing of a renewed spirit. I bless you, my child, all of you. Your past is blessed with my forgiveness. Your present is blessed with my presence. And your future is blessed with my providence. You are blessed when you lie down, and you will be blessed when you rise up. This blessing is not a wish. It is a declaration. It is a shield of light around you. It is a foundation of peace beneath you. It is a canopy of love above you. Now sink into this blessing. Let it be the final reality you know. You are blessed, and in that blessing sleep. My precious child, you are now sinking deep, deep into the blessed sleep I have prepared for you. You have made the trust fall, and you are resting securely in the boundless comfort of my love. But I know a final, subtle fear that can sometimes trouble a weary heart, even on the edge of sleep. It is the fear of being left alone in the darkness. You may wonder, is this embrace just a temporary comfort to help me fall asleep? When I am truly unconscious, when I am no longer aware, will your arms loosen? Will your presence recede? Will I have to navigate the long, dark hours of the night on my own? Oh, my beloved, lean in and hear this promise as it settles over you like the softest, warmest blanket. My embrace is not a temporary measure. My presence is not a fleeting comfort. I will not let you go during the night. My hold on you does not loosen when your consciousness fades. In fact, it is then that my watchfulness becomes its most intense, my protection its most absolute. Your sleep is not a state of absence from me. It is a state of complete and utter entrustment to me. You have handed me the precious gift of your unconscious, vulnerable self, and I receive this trust with the utmost seriousness and the most tender love. While you sleep, you are not adrift in some lonely, dark void. You are held fast in the very center of my being. The psalmist knew this when he declared, "In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." He understood that the safety was not in his own ability to stay awake and vigilant, but in the singular, unwavering faithfulness of his God. I want you to imagine my embrace through the long watches of the night. As the world outside your window grows darker and quieter, as the moon traces its silent arc across the sky, my arms remain steadfast. They are a living, breathing fortress around you. The warmth you feel now does not diminish. The strength that supports you does not wane. The tenderness that cradles you does not grow weary. I am not like a human parent who might doze off while watching over their child. My love knows no fatigue. My vigilance is eternal. The scripture says that he who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. I am that keeper, and tonight, I am your keeper. If, in the deep of the night, a troubled dream should begin to form in the mists of your mind, my presence is there to intervene. My spirit stands guard at the gates of your dreams, filtering out the chaos, whispering peace over the turmoil. I will not allow the enemy to torment you in your sleep. This time is consecrated, set apart for rest and renewal, and I will defend its holiness. I will turn your troubled dreams into peaceful valleys. I will guard the sanctuary of your subconscious mind. If your body should stir, if you should turn in your bed, you are simply shifting within the secure confines of my embrace. You are not falling out of my care. You are moving within it. My hold adjusts perfectly to you, always maintaining that sense of complete and total security. You cannot roll away from me. You cannot drift from my grasp. I am more present to you than the sheets on your bed, more intimately connected to you than the air in your lungs. And I will hold you like this, uninterrupted, all the way through the darkness, until the very first hint of dawn. I will be the guardian of your rest. I will be the sustainer of your life breath. I will be the silent, powerful presence that allows your body, mind, and spirit to do their deep, miraculous work of healing. You have given me the night watch, and I accept it with joy. My love for you does not pause. My care for you does not sleep. My hold on you is eternal. So release that final, lingering fear, the fear of being alone in the dark. It is a lie. You have never been more attended to, more protected, more securely held than you will be tonight in the depths of your sleep. I am with you. I am for you. And I will not, I cannot, let you go. My arms are your home for the night, and my faithfulness is your guarantee of a safe passage to the morning. Rest now, with the absolute certainty that your keeper never sleeps. And so we are here, at the very end of the journey, at the final, gentle shore. You have come so far tonight, my beloved child. You came to me weary, burdened and trying so hard to be strong. And together we have walked a path of release. We have let go of the burdens, the fears, the masks, the past, the future. You have stepped into my embrace. You have felt its strength, its tenderness, its safety. You have rested in its silence, listened to its whispers, and received its blessing. You have made the final brave trust fall into my peace. You are being renewed. You are being held, and I will not let you go. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to say. There is nothing left to think. The time for conscious effort is over. The time for striving has passed. All that is left is to surrender completely to the gift I am offering you, the sacred, holy gift of sleep. I want you to see sleep not as an ending, but as a beginning. It is the beginning of your restoration. It is the beginning of your healing. It is the beginning of a new day, being born in the quiet darkness of this sacred rest. The world fears the darkness, but in my kingdom, the darkness is a place of profound creative power. It is the fertile soil where seeds of new life germinate. It is the quiet womb where you are being prepared for the morning. So do not resist the heavy velvety curtain of sleep as it draws closed. Welcome it. See it as my hand, gently closing your weary eyes. See it as my final soft blanket, tucking you in for the night. See it as the door to the inner sanctuary, the Holy of Holies, where you and I will commune in spirit while your body finds its rest. I am here. As your consciousness fades, my presence becomes even more pronounced. As your thoughts dissolve, my truth becomes the only reality. As your sense of self softens, your identity in me becomes your all in all. You are not losing yourself. You are finding your truest self, the self that is hidden with me in God. So sleep now, my child. You are home. Home from the long, hard road of the day. Home from the lonely wilderness of fear. home from the noisy battlefield of your own mind, home from the exhausting performance of trying to be enough. You are home, here in my arms, here in my heart. Sleep now, my beloved. Let the last thread of thought snap. Let the last muscle twitch go still. Let the last conscious breath dissolve into the unconscious rhythmic flow of perfect trust. I will be the silence that surrounds you. I will be the peace that fills you. I will be the strength that restores you. I will be the love that holds you. And when the sun, in its faithfulness, once again touches the edge of the world, its light will be a reflection of my own. I will be here to greet you. You will awaken not to the harsh reality of another day to be endured, but in the gentle, continuing reality of this embrace. You will have been sustained. You will have been renewed. And you will find my mercies waiting for you as new and as fresh as the morning dew. But that is for then. For now there is only this, the deep, dreamless, and profoundly peaceful rest that I have purchased for you, prepared for you, and now give to you freely. Sleep now, my precious one, sleep.